Hello and welcome back to Gunpla With Dad. I want to take a moment to talk about why I made this channel because it's more than just time lapses of me building models and putting them on my shelf later on. It started as something personal, and over time I realized it could be something meaningful to people that are more than just myself or my children. At its core, this channel came about so I can share my perspectives and experiences. Life teaches you a lot, and sometimes you have to learn the hard way. Sometimes it's the quiet win, and other times it's through scrapes and bruises and a lot of reflection. I've lived through a lot, and I have learned many things that way, but when I think about it, I don't necessarily want my children to have to go through the harder ways of doing things to learn things that I know. This is a way for me to share those experiences, to share the wisdom and the knowledge that come through trial, error, success, and failure in a way that is also entertaining. And maybe had I found something like this when I was a kid, I would see the world differently, or perhaps I would have saved myself many a heartache and many a hard time. So rather than just creating these videos and putting them somewhere for my kids to see, I thought maybe a platform like YouTube might be an option for me to share things with others that could be in the same situation, or perhaps to lend that perspective and that experience in a way that resonates with people while also maintaining a form of entertainment for them. I'm not a motivational speaker. Matter of fact, I'm not a very good public speaker or talker in general, I guess. But on this channel, the model building and the time lapse, it came from a different place. Originally, I wanted to show my grandmother what I could do. She holds this talent show every Christmas, and she wants to see our creativity, our skills, and new ones we've developed, or the ones that we have refined over time, over a year of experience. And to me, this is a proof of growth. Every build, I learn something new. I plan out the build a little better. I slow down in certain areas so I don't make mistakes. I push myself to correct mistakes that someone may not necessarily notice. I know that in this build experience right now, I taught myself to paint much better on model kits than I've ever done before, and on a very small scale. There is something that is powerful about taking the dozens to hundreds of pieces that go into building a model and making them a complete piece. Something that you can look at and be proud of ad infinitum. And the time-lapse format was naturally something that I think I kind of gravitated towards, because it takes that long form of making something and making it more digestible and entertaining. Not everyone wants to watch every step in real time, and that is fine. The time-lapse lets people watch the transformation happen and find the final result without putting 20 to 30 hours of watch time into a completed project. For me, building models is a form of reflection. It's quiet, I get to focus, and it gives me time and space to think. Sometimes the things that I do and the things I reflect upon while building these models give me the discipline and the experience that helps me prevent from rushing decisions that would not lead to the best outcomes. This channel is about two things coming together: sharing my wisdom and my perspective, allowing me to reflect, and giving me the ability to share my creativity and my learning and my growth as a model builder and an individual in a way that others can also experience that with me, a shared experience, if it were. And for that, I am very glad you're here, even if it's just to watch the build or to listen to this one-sided conversation. I appreciate you, and I want you to know that I cannot thank you enough for tuning in and seeing where this channel goes.